This says, use tape diagrams to solve each problem. In number 1, Dwayne scored 55 points in the last basketball game, which is 10 more than his previous personal best. LeBron scored 15 more than Chris in the same game, and LeBron scored the same number of points as Dwayne's personal best. D is going to represent Dwayne's previous score. And C is going to represent the number of points Chris scored. So we are going to draw a tape diagram for each person. Dwayne. His score was 10 more than his last score. So we're going to take his last score, which is represented by D, and we're going to increase it by 10. It told us that this score in his new game, or his most recent game, was 55. Now we're going to draw a diagram for LeBron. It says LeBron scored the same number of points as Dwayne's personal best. So his last personal best was this big right here. It's the same size as D, which represents his personal best. But it also says that LeBron scored 15 more than Chris in that game. So we need to break this up into Chris's score and the extra 15. So for Chris, his piece is just C. How could I figure out how much goes in here? I know the total is 55, and a part is 10. So to figure out the other part, I'm going to replace the D with a 10, or with the difference between 55 and 10, which is 45. So now I know this whole amount should be 45. 45 is the whole, 15 is a part. So to figure out the other part, we can subtract. And we're going to figure out that 45 minus 15 is 30. So Chris must have scored 30 points. B of number 1 says, if there are only 3 players who scored, what was the team's total number of points at the end of the game? Well, we know Dwayne scored 55. And we know LeBron scored as much as Dwayne's previous score, which is 45. And we just found out that Chris scored 30. So to figure out their total, we can just add these up. 5 and 5 makes 10, so we need to carry our 1. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13. So they would have scored 130 points altogether.